everyone, welcome to this panel discussion. This is seventh episode of series. We are talking about SDGs. All the panel discussions, the queries, they are based on research surveys. I'm your host Aarti Bagri Gill, and we have wonderful panelists with us every time. So we never know the worth of water till the well is dry. So this time the topic of discussion is SDG clean water and sanitation. Our respected panelists are Veena ma'am, you can unmute yourself.
Hello, everybody. I'm Veena Singh. I'm working at DPS Bhopal and I take geography, PGT geography I am. And I also have joined this platform, AEIF, as a global trainer. So I'm also conducting certain workshops and I'm glad that I have been part of this Aati ma'am's discussion. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Veena ma'am. Next is Yogita ma'am.
Uh, a very good evening to all of you. Here, Yogita Harne from Vadodara, Gujarat. I'm from the Anand Vidya Vihar School, PGT mathematics basically, but taking physics and science too. Recently, I have just finished my training of the TOT training from the CBSE resource person, and I have joined the AIF also because the sharing community it's always pleasure to share the something and learn also from something.
Truly said Yogita ma'am. Next we have Kirti ma'am with us.
uh, and our audience. It's been a great discussion on sustainability, and I have a decade of experience as an educator. I was a sports science currently for the last 2 years.
So I believe the voice of Kirti ma'am is not audible to all of us. She is basically a counselor and she is also with the AIEF. So these are the respected panelists we have with us. And today our topic of discussion is SDG clean water and sanitation. So, first of all, we want one of our panelists to put some light on this subtopic that is universal and equitable access to safe and affordable drinking water.
Okay, so thank you for the question, ma'am. I would like to talk about this. Like we say, universal access to the safe and affordable drinking water, but there are like certain problems and the issues we have started facing of late, which I would like to discuss here. Like it is about pollution. Very first thing, the water we actually see and we receive at our ends, it's not a kind of which can be used without purification. So, pollution due to industries, pollution due to hospital waste, pollution due to fertilizers are there. Talking about the infrastructure which is actually supplying the water to us, they are old and they are poorly maintained. So we are also now facing lack of infrastructure and lack of maintenance. Talking about the population growth, like population in India is growing the way, and then this also becomes an issue because then the government is unable to provide water to these increasing population. Talking about the like if rivers and lakes are there, they are naturally accessible, but then there are transboundary tussles, or there are like fights again amongst the country to country, like how much water they should receive. And there are also certain differences among the state to state, like interstate disputes are there regarding how much water they should receive and how much water should be let from one state if the river is originating from a place. So these are the issues nowadays we are facing because of the safe and affordable drinking water, which becomes a question mark whether we receive, we have it, or we don't have it. So these are the issues which need to be tackled. Thank you.
Perfect. So I believe pure water is actually the world's first and foremost medicine. If we are getting access to the safe drinking water, I believe that is the primemost requirement. Okay, so I'm quickly moving towards the next one, that is access to adequate and equitable sanitation and hygiene for all.
So I'm audible, ma'am?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. I wonder why the voice was not there earlier. Yeah, so I heard Veena ma'am as she said that obviously we need pure drinking water. This is the basic need that we all require. And then, if you all know that from before these sustainable development goals, there were millennium development goals, which included this safe drinking water. But then, when it was being tried to get safe drinking water for everyone around the globe, then the need was felt that the sanitation and hygiene is also must to have it. So then, this separate goal was uh, created in Sustainable Development Goals, with along with this drinking water, and along with this, there is a joint mission program that this particular goal holds. And WHO and UNICEF are conducting this joint mission program to monitor this. So, what does this mean? Access to adequate and equitable sanitation and hygiene means when we talk about adequate sanitation, that means everyone is having sufficient sanitation, sufficient toilet facilities, and there is there should not be any open defecation. So the world should be free from open defecation. So everyone should have access to that. And what does equitable mean? Equitable means that everyone, including the vulnerable population. And who are these vulnerable? Including that would include elderly, women, children, and people with disabilities. So everyone should have access to proper toilet facilities that are improved, and which should be contamination free, and then the hygiene is maintained, their health is taken care of, so there should be contamination risk free. So that is and we all know that everyone around the globe does not have it. If we talk about India only, we see from 2014 our prime minister has started Swachh Bharat mission, and we have reached so much after that. And in rural areas we have developed so many toilets have been created, and even in urban areas also so many facilities have been developed, but then still we are lacking behind, and we are supposed to cover our target by 2030. That is what our sustainable development goals talk about, that by 2030 everyone should have access to this. Why do we actually need this? So what is the importance of having sanitation and hygiene for everyone? So it is basically about our health and well-being. We need good health. We want to remain disease free, which are vector borne diseases, if we don't have cleanliness around us, and we don't maintain it, we don't take accountability to it, then who is affected? We ourselves are affected. And then obviously we want to put the government accountable. They are, obviously the government is accountable, but then as an individual everyone is accountable for their own health. So everyone is supposed to maintain that and to help the government. So there is a partnership with every sector, with the government, with the individual. And what are the benefits we can have? If we have the toilets, if we don't let people go in open, then this maintains our own dignity, our own privacy, especially when we talk about women, elderly, and children. So women who are menstruating need extra care, and children are also come under vulnerable ones. So this maintains our dignity and privacy. So
Wonderful.
here it is very important for everyone. And I would call about what are our challenges. Though we have worked so much around the globe, this is being worked so much, but still 3.6 billion people lack safely managed improved toilet facilities which are being properly disposed of. The fecal material and excreta is being disposed of. So people are having there are 653 million people who are still lacking the basic facilities. So from open defecation to limited, and then to basic, and then to safely managed. That is a very big task to still achieve.
True, true. So I believe cleanliness is the first law of health. If you are talking about healthy body, if you are talking about healthy mind, so first of all, the first law which you need to follow is cleanliness. Perfect.
Yeah.
So I'm quickly moving to the next one, that is to improve water quality by reducing pollution and increasing wastewater treatment. Yes.
Yeah, as we know from the Veena ma'am and Kirti ma'am, the root causes and the what are the prosperous aspect of that. But we heard the one proverb all the time that आवश्यकता ही आविष्कार की जननी होती है ना? So from that tagline, I'll start the thing. Yes, the problem is there. Yes, there are so many reasons are there. But if we want to do something, so there is a time for the change also. So how we can, so I have divided this thing into the two points. The first point will tell about the new ways of doing a thing, how we can effectively, so there are some technology what we are using. The first technology we know that is acoustic nano tube tech. What is acoustic? It means something related to sound. So now it's very good thing that now we are in that position where we are cleaning the water with the help of sound waves during the oscillation waves. So how that technology works, basically this technology was developed by the NASA when they are treating the space water. So here the question comes ki now we are not at the position that all are living at the space, but they are trying for the space, but what about the earth? So the same amplification, same magnitude, the new technology with this nano acoustic tube, they are trying to reduce a something for the earth also. And yes, we have a very successful result in the case of that thing. The another thing is that we have a very automated, very variable filtration. Now why we are calling a filtration? Because now that we in the previous thing we know that the reason of the pollution, there are so many pollutant, and every pollutant have its own density, has own its intensity. So in that term we are require a some solution which is economically also and ecologically also. We cannot run or we cannot derive this campaign on the basis of just economy. The first concern again comes by the ecology things. So here are the AVF. With the short term of that AVF is that automatic variable filtration, where they are using that efficient technology. Yes, that is a traditional method only, where we are using a new technology. We use all the parameter of the filtration of water, and yes, we have the some results. But another thing is that if we have the technology depends on the economic, so we required some solution which is the automatic also. So here a bio augmentation, I feel that is a very good thing, because it's everyone can do. As Kirti ma'am told, it's not about the responsibility of government. The something, some initiative we have to take by the R and also. And I thought in that case the bio augmentation is a very fruitful method of the wastewater treatment. Here we are using a microorganism, and that microorganism will helpful to us for cleaning a water into the multi-step level. So the multi-layer of water will clean by slowly, and yes, the result and the things will be in front of us. Then we know that we have enough water on the earth, but the the pure water is very less. So what are the major source of water? That is sea. So why we are not converting that water into the pure water, or the water we want to use for the drinking process? So here there is a desalination system. Community water projects are also work. The main objective behind this work only to convert the salt water into the fresh water. And if it works really effectively, so the water crisis, it's not about India, it's globally. So we are especially the countries of the Middle East, where the such type of things will be very useful if we can elaborate it. What they have done, normally the tube size will be the 8 inch. Now they convert that 8 inch pipe into the 16 inch. सो द मैथमेटिकल 8 इंच टू 16 इंच का जो मेम्ब्रेन का वाइब्रेशंस आया है या वेरिएशंस आया है, दैट इज वेरी हेल्पफुल फॉर द क्लीनिंग दैट वाटर or purify that water with the effectiveness. And yes, it is cost effective also. Then we can heard about the cloud based water management system. Now, what is that cloud-based water management system? It is again with the nanotechnology. It's a new method which is overcoming with the global water crisis. We are doing the lots of cost-effective and efficiency strategy with the technology. Here we are using a CNT. CNT, it means carbon nanotube. The carbon nanotube is a major part of that filtration system, which effectively remove the organic or inorganic and biological impurities from the water to ensure its safety of the human consumptions. Then there are so many things with the photocatalytic water purification. These are something new. When I'm going through with this photo, we know that photo, it means something related with the light. So here the see, we started for the purification of water from sound also, from light also, from bio also. And these all the things, especially see, these the series is for the SDG goals, and we want to teach the young ones. So these all the chapters in their book, they can relate whatever the terms they are using, that terms related to a very good solution. Yes, we need a something specification, we need something which is called the efficiency. But in the photocatalyst, just we are using the photocatalyst and the UV rays. These are the two things, and by the two things, the higher efficient result, those who are working under the project, they have given a, yes, it is a green environment, sustainable technology. There are so many things we can do with the solar also. So here I want to tell to the student, we have to develop a water waves, but into the ecological aspects. So here
Okay.
we have not used something oil or something. All the things are also natural ingredients, and from the natural we can pure the nature. So
Perfect.
from nature to nature, transitions are there.
Yes. So I believe Yogita ma'am has put light on this topic, and all the panelists, they have shared their wonderful views regarding this. These highlighters, and eventually, I want to say that be a part of the solution, but not the part of pollution. So this was all about the headers. Now we are quickly moving towards the innovative solutions. We all have talked about the pointers, and that was the briefing which we have done, and we have shared our POVs. So right now the point is what else? Something futuristic. So we will quickly start with the innovative solutions which are related to clean water and sanitation, as we are in an era where we are dealing with the generation who is tech savvy and who is actually the responsible shoulders for the future. So I believe we can start with Veena ma'am for innovative solutions related to this SDG6.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you. Like, Yogita ma'am has actually already put forward so many new things, which actually talks about innovative solutions to clean water and sanitation. But again, we continue with this. First thing I would like to highlight here, like, if we want to actually implement anything, there has to be certain policies. Like, and policies have to be effective. That is like, if talking about the making for people aware about it, then there are like, if we are talking about controlling pollution, the standards and the rules regulation which are being made by the government need to be followed, and need to be followed very effectively. And it has to be seen that it is being followed by everybody. Talking about like introducing tariffs, this is something like, this is actually related to policy, but this is up till now we do not have. We are paying electricity bills for the amount of electricity used, but we are not paying for the amount of water being used. So this is something new which I'm suggesting should be done. If you are using 10 liter, 500 liter, pay the bill. I think this is going to ultimate, because we know electricity ka bill ज़्यादा आता, तो everybody is going to pinpoint, mother, father, everybody is going to pinpoint कि भाई बिजली कम करो, it's whether it is winter or summer timings, AC कम चलाओ, like that. So if we introduce tariffs, by how much water you use, pay for it. So obviously it is going to be controlled. And we also give benefits in the form of like giving tax benefits. If it is an industry which is helping in reducing the water usage, or if they are in a way helping in like whatever wastewater they throw, they are cleaning it and then adding it to the river or whatever water body they are utilizing, so they need to clean. So there we can provide certain tax benefits. This is something new which can be taken up. Talking about the next, like, we can engage the community in helping and spreading awareness about the water which we have, but the kind of water wastage and the limitation of water regeneration is there. So all these things can be taken up, and this way I hope, like, we can say controlling pollution and giving introducing tariffs for the water can be done to ensure that water is actually left for our future generation also. Thank you.
Truly said, Veena ma'am. Now, I quickly want to move towards Kirti ma'am for some innovative solutions for the viewers.
Yes, ma'am. Regarding sanitation, I would say simple, basic hand washing is a must. That is not at all unique, but then it is a must because people avoid. Everybody is working these days, everybody is outside. Use hand sanitizer, use some water to do proper hand washing if you have available water in your areas. And then there is another thing that we can convert the human waste into biogas and compost. And then in the schools also government is promoting entrepreneurship, and there are projects, adult tinkering labs are there where they are asking ideas from the students only to do research and then bring some new things to uh, reduce all the this wastage. So government is also encouraging young minds to come up with new ideas. So what we can do is we can develop some mobile toilet units where there are for example the production units usually use them, and wherever there are building constructions the mobile toilets are used. So these can be some effective solutions. And then at the same time there can be sensors in the toilets. So if that is not clean, a sensor would work. So if there is a water accumulation or any problem is there, the sensor would work. So smart sanitation units can be developed. We can see that AI is also already there. We are already going into robotics and everything. So these things can be done to reduce the wastage of water and to improve the sanitation. And regarding menstrual hygiene, I would also say that donations and charities can be done to reduce the period poverty, and the dispensers could be these sanitary pads could be provided in schools for free where people cannot afford it. So community involvement can be done, raising awareness can be done to improve all this. And students can have some fundraising activities, and then they can involve themselves in the community work. So these things can be provided in schools, colleges, using social media. So social media, we can reach a wider audience and generate funds and collaborate with government, NGOs, and community to do these research works and then come up with these entrepreneurship plans.
Wonderful. So, Yogita ma'am, you also want to share some innovative solutions, so please share it with viewers.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Here I relate the term innovation with the new thinking, new process. So yeah, technology advancement is there, as I'm agree with the ma'am what she said. But here I'm having some examples who tells us yeah, without technology also it can be possible. We can see in the Delhi they are cleaning the river with the help of wetlands, and that is also done by a fellow. है ना? He took the initiative that adopt the island, so he's not doing something, but whatever the things we have, that taking care of that thing also, that thought is also a very innovative process. There is a boy from Assam, and what he did, he's trying to remove the water from the hair, and how the 13-year boy is from the school, and he created that innovative project that water can be purified from the hair. What he did, he took the lubricants and the motor oils in the beakers, and from that beaker he just put the water over there, and he saw that within a 30 second 90% of impurities can be cleaned by it. So I thought a very small things apart from the technological things, we can give it to the students. Yeah, because at that level they have that much knowledge, they have that much resources, and if we can give such type of insight to them, so yes, the whatever the futuristic, we have the labs in the things, but for the lab also we want a thought process. So for me the innovation is that thought process. So I'm very admired by the very two simple things, and that two simple innovation, they give a brief about the water pollutions and how we can reduce the things. Thank you, ma'am.
Wonderful. So I believe water is precious, and clean water is not a privilege, it is a human right. So, with this, we are ending our panel discussion. Thanks for watching. You can share your queries at the given email address, and you can get the certificate link once this session get over. So, thank you so much to all the panelists. Thank you so much for sharing your wonderful POVs. And I believe those who are watching this show will get ample of knowledge related to SDG6, and for students they can implement such wonderful innovative solutions in the classroom as well, to be the part of education system. So with this we are ending this. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.